Well, first of all, winning's a lot more enjoyable than losing. And we've been in some really tight games. Our guys have fought valiantly. And today we were able to finish. We made some key defensive stops. We made some key free throws. I thought Isaiah Wong was absolutely tremendous. Earl Timberlake, who got in early foul trouble, made some really key plays in the second half. And I'm sure our guys feel good going back to Miami. NC State, is a really, really good team. And they won some really good games here. So hopefully this is a real confidence booster for us.
Coulter.
And our first question will come from Wyatt Kopelman.
Coach, congratulations on the win. How impressed were you with Earl Timberlake in the second half, just after he had gotten into foul trouble in the first half?
Well, Earl is a competitor. He plays very hard, and we need some additional scoring. Without Chris Likes, without Cam McGusty, we're not really a three-point shooting team anymore, and we needed to figure out how to get Earl the ball where he could do some damage. And everything he did in the second half was really right by the rim. We ran an out-of-bounds play for him. He scored. We ran another play inside for him. He scored. He had a great offensive rebound basket right at the end. Everything he does successfully around the basket gives us another way to score the ball, because we're not right now a three-point shooting team. We're a two-point shooting team and can be very effective getting the ball to the basket. But with Earl, he had that nice little jump hook with his right hand. He had a nice finish going to the basket. So we got to figure out, he hasn't practiced much. He played one game before Christmas, and then there was a 10-day break, and comes back. He's only been out here really like 10 days. So very, very nice game for him.
Our next question comes from Michelle Kaufman.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. For the team and for you, you passed John Wooden today for career victories. I wanted to ask you two questions. One, what do you think was the difference? You mentioned, I heard on the radio before the game, that you guys had a really good practice yesterday. Everyone was dialed in. What do you think was the difference in that final minute tonight versus the previous three games? What was the difference? And secondly, just a comment on that milestone for you, personal milestone. Thank you.
All right, so last night, yesterday afternoon at practice, and then last night at our meeting, everything was talked about attention to details, that details matter. So we use this example. I put all the players' names on a whiteboard. And instead of it being spelled correctly, there was one letter different. And I asked the guys what those words were, and they said, it looks like our roster, it looks like our names, except there's a difference. I said, yeah, but it's only one letter, right? Does it make a difference? If Zay, you were called Zay or K, because it's K-A-Y instead of Z-A-Y, or Cam is not Cam, he's Pam, or Earl is not Earl, he's Ear. So we just changed one letter or deleted a letter, just made a difference. And then I asked them to put their right shoe on their left foot and their left shoe on their right foot and walk around. Hey, the same shoes, same color, same size, everything, but I'm sure they don't feel great. And that's what details mean, that you have to do the little things well, correctly, in order to be successful. And I thought today we executed the details down the stretch in the last 4 to 5 minutes really well. And you could even see when we didn't, we fell immediately behind. When we didn't handle the pressure very well, when guys were out of position, we really struggled. But when we did little things well, we executed well, we had good results.
How about the personal milestone also?
Yeah, I don't really think about that. It doesn't, I love John Wooden. He was a role model for me growing up. My first head coaching job at American International College, I did everything the John Wooden way. We ran the UCLA high post offense. We 2-2-1 pressed. We did all the things that I read. I tried to develop a philosophy similar to his, not quite as detailed. Certainly, I'm not in any way near the category of John Wooden. The guy is a legend. He's very, very special to all college coaches. He won 10 national championships. Okay? And he was also a phenomenal player. I think I read someplace where he made like 138 free throws in a row. The guy was amazing. He's the only guy I think that's in the Hall of Fame, both as a player and a coach in college. There's some guys like Lenny Wilkins who did that as a pro. I think in college, John Wooden is in a category all by himself.
Thank you.
We have time for a couple more. The next one coming from Steve Wine.
Jim, congratulations. They shoot 33%. You forced 16 turnovers. How do you feel that defense?
Well, our defense has been pretty solid in these last games. We'd like to score 75 or 80 points. We can't do that without Chris and Cam. We just don't have enough firepower, enough three-point shooting to stretch the defense out. So if we can get to 60, 65 and play really good defense and rebound, then we have a chance, just a chance to come out on top. And we put ourselves in that position the last 4 games. So it's nice to be on the winning side of this one.
And our last question today comes from Chris Stock.
Coach, again, just with Isaiah Wong, what he's been able to give you, can you speak on that with his scoring in particular? But obviously today he gets the 9 defensive rebounds too, just everything he's given you right now.
How many points did he have? I haven't looked at the stats yet.
At 24.
Yeah. The guy is a high-octane scorer. He's got a nose for openings. He creates all kinds of problems for the defense. He can make acrobatic layups. He can hit the three. He's a very good free throw shooter. He's working really hard defensively, and it culminates with a defensive rebound. When he rebounds like that, our guards have to rebound, because you got to recognize that we're much smaller than we were back in September when we were getting ready to play this season. You know, we were a much bigger team. Now we're smaller, and we need our guards to chip in. He and Harlan. Earl had a huge rebound, both offensively and defensively in the last few minutes. So I'm real proud of those guards doing that.